So while we're kicking this thing off, let's take a look at this Grand Design Reflection fifth wheel. This is the 31MB. Let's take a look at the numbers on this unit. So this unit has a gross vehicle weight rating of 11,995 pounds, has a cargo capacity of 1,929 pounds, rides on 16-inch wheels, E-rated tires. Alright guys, so let's take a quick look at the outside of this Grand Design Reflection Midbunk. This is a really cool unit because it rides on a relatively short frame. It's a 10-inch I-beam. Let's take a look at the front basement storage. It has a little bit of a step up here because it is a straight frame and there is no drop frame to it. But overall, the storage is pretty good size. I mean, it really does have quite a bit of room considering the relatively small nature, and it uses the aluminum bracing up here, which I also like. Let's take a look at this storage hatch next to it. And I believe this is probably going to be a small kitchen area. So it has a micro refrigerator. It has some space next to it if you wanted to put like a microwave or maybe a small cooktop, or even if you just want to set your phones or something to charge. It's a nice little space. I do kind of wish there was a sink there though. The baggage door over the outside kitchen area is significantly thinner in material than the baggage door for the basement area up front, which is kind of interesting. Moving back a little bit, you'll see that this rides on the Dexter Easy Flex suspension equalizer. It's also kind of interesting because that equalizer is found on more entry-level fifth wheels as well as higher-end fifth wheels. Has the Westlake tires on it. These are E-rated tires. It also has the Schwintek slide system on this slide, and I think all the slides on this specific fifth wheel share the Schwintek slide. Rides on a 10-inch I-beam frame. You can see that it is wired for a Furrion wireless backup camera, LED lighting, and it also has a trailer receiver. It's a 2-inch receiver, and it is rated for towing a small trailer. You have your connector here so you can connect your trailer lights as well as your chain loops right there. Coming around, you can see the Schwintek slide system on this back slide, which is your kitchen slide as well as your mid-bunk. These are relatively short slides, so I'm not too concerned about them using the Schwintek slide system versus a rack and pinion. Okay, let's take a look inside of this Grand Design Reflection 31MB. As you can see, the entrance to the mid-bunk is right after you get into the RV, which is nice. It appears that there's two entrances here. This mid-bunk is huge. I have rarely ever seen mid-bunks this size. This is just a massive mid-bunk area considering how relatively small this fifth wheel is. And that bottom bunk is enormous. I mean, it looks like it's a full-size bed, and you still have a large bunk on top, plus a ton of floor space, as well as a lot of lighting, and you have a nice desk dresser kind of area here. I do wish that they put a spot for a chair underneath, though, in case you have kids with you and they need to study, or you're using it as an office. Going into the living kitchen area, you can go through either entrances, and this is going to get you to a huge island. Really nice refrigerator, nicely trimmed off, and a lot of countertop space. Now, I like the openness of the countertop space. However, I do kind of wish that there was some separation here between the cooking area and the TV, maybe a small wall, simply because if you're cooking and there's grease that's flying, things like that, you don't want to get it there. I love the solid surface countertops. It's really nice, heavy weight, plus this living room is really amazing. You have this really nice sofa with the flip down center portion, and then you have this huge dinette, which give you good visibility when you're watching the TV, which is really nice. The sofa itself has a really nice cup holder right in the center that flips down, and if you don't want to use it, you just flip it up and you have a lot of really nice seating. The dinette area is this huge wraparound dinette area, which really looks nice in the back of this specific fifth wheel, plus all the windows that wrap around it. Now, I kind of wish that they put a sofa back here simply because it would give you a little bit more comfortable viewing when you're watching TV, plus it gives you the flexibility of turning it into a bed that might be a little bit more comfortable. I do kind of wish that they put the little post hole style tables in. That way you can utilize any of the seating that you have as tables, but overall it's not bad. And because this is a relatively low profile fifth wheel towards the back, you have pretty easy access to your cabinets. I really like the window valances. I think that they look really nice, especially with the day-night roller shades. This specific unit has a sale price of $55,995. And it's very nice. You can see the barn-style doors that are starting to become more and more popular on fifth wheels and travel trailers. What's unique about this mid-bunk, though, is that you have a door going into the kitchen and a door coming off the side to the hallway, which is very unique. It's something that only a few fifth wheels have, especially mid-bunks. And what's nice about it is you can just have one door closed, have this one open, and have direct access from the kitchen, which I kind of prefer. The only problem you get oftentimes with that is that you lose a space for a coffee maker. Now, going up the stairs here, you can see the really nice trimmed out control panel. And because they put day-night roller shades in, you can pretty much block the light coming in from your windows, which is really nice, especially at night if you want to block out other lights that might be in the RV park. Taking a look in the bathroom, it has a relatively small shower stall, but it's not too bad. It's about 3 feet wide, about 2.5 feet deep. But it is a pretty decent size shower for most people. I don't think anybody's really going to have a problem with it. Ceiling height is about 6'3". You're going to have a vanity behind the toilet and above it, kind of a medicine cabinet mirror setup. And in front of the toilet, you're going to have about 2 foot of space, maybe 2.5 feet of space. So you have plenty of space to sit in front of the toilet, even if you're relatively tall. Plenty of space around the sink. Another mirror and medicine cabinet. Moving on to the master bedroom, you're going to have a queen-size bed, plenty of room on each side of it as well. So you have about 14 inches on this side, about 12 inches on the other side. Going past it, you'll see your wardrobe as well as your closet space, and this is a barn-style sliding door again. So I was mistaken in the past when it came to the closet space and its ability to hold a washer and dryer, but this one I do not believe can. There are no power or water connections inside there, and it's not really deep enough for it. So turning to look at the rest of the master bedroom, there is a lot of cabinet space. Plus you have some space on the ends to put your phone and other things you want to charge. A bit of a step up to get into the bed, which is nice for some people. That actually might be more convenient. This window is massive. It's about 3 foot square, and it just is huge. Plus you have these really cool little sconces that are attached to the wall. Nice little finishing touch. Overall, it's a nice bedroom. I like it. You have the Coleman Mach 3 air conditioning system, which is ducted, 2 air conditioning units. You have this one up here, and then you have the one in the back. Working our way back, something I really like about this dual entry design is that you can close off this door if you wanted to, just by unsnapping this and sliding the door shut. And then you can only use the other door if that's what you prefer. So if you just want your guests to go straight out into the kitchen as opposed to the hallway, this is really nice. It gives you some isolation, and I think some people will appreciate that. Now, something that would have been neat in this unit is if they put a loft above the bunkhouse. There's plenty of space for it, and they put a window up there. There's probably a good 2 feet of space that they could have used here, and the ceiling height still would have been high enough that you could have comfortably walked inside of the mid-bunk. But it would have been really nice to see a loft area above the mid-bunk simply because it can accommodate more people, and that's always something that's nice. If you don't use it for people, you could always use it for storage. Anyways, guys, I really do like this floor plan. I think it is a very well thought out floor plan for a relatively short fifth wheel. For a lot of people, they're not looking for something that's huge, and this is something that could be easily towed behind a single rear wheel truck, whether it's a properly equipped 3/4 ton truck or it is a 1 ton single rear wheel truck. Of course, I always like seeing dualies hauling fifth wheels because it does give you that extra stability, extra traction on the road. But in the case of something like this, you could feasibly haul it behind some of these newer diesel 3/4 ton and 1 ton trucks if they are properly equipped. That is the key. A properly equipped and spec'd out truck. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, hit that notification. I'll talk to you soon.